Hey there, traders. Today is the 24th of February 2021, and we're going to chat about the markets quickly, the crypto markets. This is your daily crypto update. So, first of all, we're going to start off on Bitcoin here. Let's go to the daily chart, and you'll see that I've actually had to adjust my liquidity zones after yesterday's move because the entire market changed yesterday. That's why trading is so dynamic and it's so exciting because it always changes. So first of all, I want to talk about the 21 exponential moving average on the Bitcoin chart here. The fact that we are still closing daily candles above the 21 EMA is an extremely bullish signal, in my opinion. As I stated yesterday, as long as we close above the 21, we could even bounce from here and go back up to sweep the highs. So we're going to keep a close eye on all the markets over the next couple of days to see exactly where it wants to go. We did get filled on some of our longer term positions yesterday. We didn't get filled on all of them. We still have two of them pending on Bitcoin back down here somewhere. Just go back to yesterday's market update video to understand the longer term positions that I'm talking about. So I'm quite happy with that. I'm already in on some longer term positions on most of the cryptos. Some of them filled all the orders, which is fantastic. But we'll talk about them as we go through the market update. So more likely, we're going to see a push to the upside here just for one more good fake out, perhaps a bull trap. We'll see about how far we can go up. But if we go up, I would like to short this level around $53,880. That's definitely an area of resistance I think would be met with some selling pressure. Also, if Bitcoin does close a 4-hour candle above $51,000, above this liquid zone, I will be looking for it to take a short-term long position up to 54,000-ish. At that point, we will close the entire position to see if we can open up shorts. So I'm mainly short from here, but this market can quickly turn back around. So I will still take a long position here. I'd be happy to play that. To the same token, if Bitcoin closes below this liquid zone, below $49,100, I'll be looking to open up a short position from this liquid zone and target a move back down to sweep the lows, perhaps come and test this 200 exponential fully. We got front ran yesterday, actually had an order in here to take a scalp, never got to the moving average, unfortunately. But we still have an opportunity to come back lower and fill these lows before we head higher. One thing I do want to bring to your attention is the fact that we are in the critical zones. We did bounce from these critical zones on the 4-hour chart, and we do technically have a little bit of bullish divergence playing out here. It's not major bullish divergence, so a test back up to the 21 exponential would be expected, which I think we already got. So after that, we now need to see which way does the market want to continue. If we go even lower to the hourly chart, I do want to point this out. We have hidden bearish divergence. So what is this? It means that the market is making a lower high on price action, but on momentum oscillators, it's making a higher high. This is known as hidden bearish divergence, and this could play into a much deeper retracement back down to sweep the lows as discussed. So if I see an hourly candle close below this liquidity zone, I'll even then start looking to take short positions on Bitcoin. And to the same token, if we see an hourly close above this liquidity zone, even then I would be looking to take a long position. Actually, I'd still wait for a 4-hour to close above because we've got a lot more resistance to the upside here. So I wouldn't want to buy too quickly into this market at the moment. Short term, right? Longer term positions, they're filled. We're happy. Some of them are already in profit. Well, most of them are already in profit. We just had a lovely spike down, filled our orders, came back up, which was fantastic. But shorter term, we could still come back down and test those lows, which means if we do, you'll have another opportunity to follow those longer term position. video from yesterday, which was the 23rd of February, and you'll be able to still get filled on some longer term positions if and only if we go down short term again. But I do think this will probably play out short term. Seeing that we do have hidden bearish divergence, I do think short term we're going to come back down and sweep these lows, perhaps even go as low as $44,000 even. If we close below this liquidity zone, then I'm definitely taking more shorts back down to $41,000, somewhere around here, where I do believe we'll have a decent bounce. Let me just see where the 200 simple moving average is currently. So the 200 simple moving average, as expected, would most likely line up with this liquidity zone down here. So yes, I do think we have some more downside potential here, most definitely. Shorter term, definitely more downside, it looks like, but we'll wait for the market to confirm that. Next up, we've got Bitcoin Cash, so let's jump to the daily. I've also had to change these liquidity zones after yesterday's move. So as long as it holds above the 55 exponential moving average on a daily candle close, in other words, as long as it holds this level as support, this was a previous liquid zone, I would be looking for it to come back up and test around $600. So short term, I'm quite bullish on this one. I do think we'll see a short term bounce from this level. So as soon as we see a 4-hour candle close above this liquidity zone, we will take a long position on this to see if we can target this liquid zone around $600. But from here, we will close the entire long position and we will go back to shorting. If we can short here with a nice stop loss just above that liquidity zone and we can target back down a sweep for these lows, then I think we should definitely take that opportunity. To the same token, if we have a 4-hour candle close below this liquidity zone, again, also below the 200 simple moving average, which is this black line, then I would love to short this as well back down to 455. So that's short term what I'm looking for Bitcoin Cash to do. We're basically seeing the exact same thing here. If I go to the hourly chart, we have hidden bearish divergence playing out here being created. So any kind of hourly candle close, even below this liquidity zone, would take me short for sure. So I'll keep you guys up to date with those moves and how they're setting up. I do like some of these potential targets to be met fairly quickly. So let's talk about Ethereum. I also had to chop and change a bit of the liquid zones here. So we have two major liquid zones on the daily chart. We have this one where we seem to have bounced yesterday. So I think we could potentially see a pushback up short term to come and test the 21 exponential moving average, which is around $1,722. So if we go to the 4-hour chart, let's see what that lines up with. It lines up with the 21 exponential moving average on the 4-hour chart as well, which is interesting. And it also lines up with the previous level of structure. If I pull it in here, you'll be able to see exactly what I mean by that. So there it is, previous levels of support multiple times in the past could be retested as current resistance, right? Future resistance. So we'll see if we get up here, do we get rejected? Do we break above this liquid zone? If we get rejected, we will take a short on Ethereum here. I love this setup. I do like it quite a bit. I'll actually keep this line there. Let's make it solid and let's make it a little bit thicker. This is where I would like to take a short position, but let's see how the market reacts when we get there first. So that's short term for Ethereum. I wouldn't want to buy this liquid zone. I want to make that very clear. The only liquid zone that I would like to buy would be way down here at $1,480, or if we break above this level at $1,747. That's the only time I would like to buy Ethereum. Until then, I would like to take that short position. Okay, that's it for Ethereum. Let's talk about Chainlink. Again, this one had a little bit of a facelift as well, as you can see. So let's talk about the daily chart first of all. Bouncing on the 55 exponential does make me think that we might come back up and test the 21 exponential, which is around about $29.30. So if we go and have a look at that on the lower term time frames, it basically lines up with the 21 exponential on the 4-hour chart as well. So I think we might see a short-term bounce here, maybe leading back up to $30 somewhere around this zone, and then I'd be looking for a short position from that point. But I would not go long on this unless we close a 4-hour candle above 28.40. Then I'll take a short-term long position back up to this level where I'll close the entire position to take a short position. So this is going to be a quick trade. If we do even get filled on those, it will be limit orders. Once we close above, we'll set our limit orders and see what happens. Some of them might happen today, some of them might not happen today. So let's see. So Chainlink definitely looking like it wants to take a short-term bounce here. After that, being met with some resistance and then a retest of the lows. So I'd love to take a short position on that. Litecoin looking like it wants to bounce from this point. So we'll see around 10 o'clock how this candle closes. It is bouncing off the 55 here. So I do think the 21 exponential is probably going to be the next target for Litecoin. So could we take a position here? I think we probably could, to be quite honest. I would like to see Litecoin close above the 200 exponential moving average first before I want to take a position from here. I do think this is going to be a higher risk position. I would rather want to take a short from 195. But let me see what the hourly looks like here. Yeah, so as soon as we see any kind of confirmation here on the hourly chart, it is holding previous resistance as current support, which is not a bad thing. But if I can see any kind of entry reason on the hourly chart, um, I would probably take it, and probably my target would be around 195 spot 25, which at that point I'll close the entire position and open up a short as discussed. So let's see. Litecoin could be a potential trade, so I'm going to keep an eye on it. I'm going to make it yellow. Uni was fantastic. Uni actually came down, filled all of our longer term positions yesterday, and we are currently in profit with Uni. I love this. I do like this coin quite a bit. I think it has a lot more upside potential. The fact that it bounced off the 21 exponential this rapidly, and you can see all of the volume that came through from this candle here, is a extremely good signal in my opinion. So I do think Uni is probably going to make its way back up to 29 spot 10 short term. So let's have a look at the 4-hour chart. The 4-hour chart is giving us a buy signal as we speak, but I would not like to manage my risk from this area in the market. So for Uni right now, I'm going to be looking at potential short positions here. If we do get an opportunity to short, we'll have a look at the market once it gets up here, or a buy opportunity all the way up here if we break above $32 on a 4-hour closing basis, or if we make it back down here, I'd be looking at that as a buying opportunity. So Uni is kind of the outlier of the market here. It's a lot more bullish than any of the other altcoins that I've seen so far. Um, so I think Uni is probably going to make its way higher to about $30 short term. But I wouldn't want to buy from here. I want to make that very clear. Neo is looking like a potential buy opportunity here as well, short term. We'll see 10 o'clock if we do close above this liquidity zone, if it's going to be a good option. Let me just see on the hourly. Yeah, look, I'm not actually going to take any long positions today. To be quite honest with you, I think we'll probably take these short positions rather than try and trade against our current short-term trend, which is down. We've got a 1, 2, 3 move to the downside. We've broken previous lows on high volume. So we're creating lower lows. Now I potentially think that we are going to put in our first lower high, which will then push us down to sweep the lows again. So I'm actually going to refrain from taking any longs today. So scratch all of what I've said before. I'm only going to be looking to take short positions if we reach these targets in the market. So stay tuned on Neo. I think even though short term we could see bounces, I think we're going to see some heavy resistance on most of these. So I'd rather want to play this to the short side. Um, Monero also looking really, really good here. It looks like we might see a short-term bounce from this point back up to 241, um, closing two consecutive candles above the 21 exponential, and also closing at just above or even equal to the previous swing low on the daily chart. Makes this look like it wants to create a head and shoulders pattern or something. So I do think we'll see a short-term bounce here. So let's see at what the 4-hour chart looks like. 4-hour chart looks more or less okay. I wouldn't expect too much of a bounce here. I don't think we'll even make it back up to 241. I think we'll probably only make it back up to the 55 exponential, around 230. At which point we would not be looking to take any positions. We'll wait for it to close below this liquidity zone and then we'll short. Or if it does somehow spike all the way up to 241, we will take a short position from there. So we'll keep a close eye on this, see what the hourly chart gives us, see what the 4-hour chart gives us. And if there's any opportunities to be taken, we will take them. So Monero looking pretty good. BNB BNB also had a little bit of an upgrade here. So let's talk about BNB here, because I do think this is more of an outlier as well. Bouncing on the 10 simple moving average, which it's done before, and then continues to make a parabolic advance. So could BNB be the only coin here that could potentially still come and sweep the highs before any other coin? I do think it can. So if we go down to low time frames, we can see that this one's actually looking extremely bullish at the moment, and we could see a short-term bounce back up to sweep the highs. But I'm going to be patient and wait for BNB to close a 4-hour candle above $270. Unless it closes a 4-hour candle above that level, I'm not buying. I'm actually going to then be looking to short. Not anytime soon. I wouldn't want to short this liquid zone. I want to short as soon as we take out this previous swing low over here. And I do believe we have an opportunity to make it all the way back down to 147. So I'm keeping an eye on BNB. I do think it has the potential to break up from here, and then we will take positions to go long. But unless it closes above this liquidity zone, like I said, I doubt we'll see it sweep the highs again soon. This could be a bull flag as well. If we put in a parallel channel here, let me just put it in. It would look something like that. So you can see this is a potential bull flag. So any kind of break above here, we could see a measured move as large as this previous swing. Perhaps even just 50% of that would put us back above our previous swing high. And we could even look at $400, maybe even $430 as our next target easily in the short and medium term swing. So that's why we also took a long-term position on BNB yesterday. Um, and I think we did get filled on the rest of it throughout the course of yesterday. And now we are looking for this one to make its way onwards and upwards towards $400 and above. So this one's looking good, but if it breaks below here, I'm going to be looking to go short on this. And then if it breaks back above and somehow starts closing 4-hour candles above this resistance throughout any point um, moving forward, I'll be looking for that to be a buy opportunity shorter term anyway. So let's keep an eye on that one. Nothing really to talk about on the daily again. Like I said, it bounced off the 10 simple. And then on 1 inch, bouncing off the 55 here, pretty good example of uh, how the algorithms and institutional traders and investors respect these moving averages. So bounce of the 55 usually leads into a retest of the 21, which is around $4.54, which is lining up with this liquid zone. One thing I do want to make completely clear here is I'm going to be shorting the living daylights out of that level by the time we make it back up there. I do think once we get up there, you can see this was proper support, and I do think this is going to be major, major resistance. So this is kind of not like a no-brainer trade for me. We've got the 200 exponential, the 200 simple, the 55 exponential, the 21 exponential, the 100 exponential. All of our exponentials, our major moving averages, are lining up at this box. So that is like a done deal trade for me. I wouldn't do that one with more risk. I'll stick to my risk management. But for me, I'm going to be definitely, um, you know, be into this trade as quickly as I possibly can. So if it's going to be a limit order, I'll take a limit as low as $4.30, or even it could even spike back up to $4.64. So the stop loss will be just above that, and we'll target a swing back down to these lows for 1 inch. So let's keep an eye on that one for the rest of the week as well. Doji, these ones didn't have updates because there's not much to talk about here. We're kind of consolidating on Doji. I do think if Doji does break above this liquidity zone, which it looks like it might do, we might have a chance to make it back up to 0.062, which would be a short opportunity, in my opinion, once again, for Dogecoin. So we'll keep an eye on that level as well, most definitely. D-Chain, same thing. I think this will be met with resistance. So I want to see how this one reacts around this level. Then perhaps we could take a short position. And then GRT, I think, I don't know. I've got no opinion on this one. This is a terrible, terrible chart. I don't like this one too much, but I do think we could potentially see a continuation here back up to $2.20. If I had to make an opinion on that, I think that would be met with resistance. Previous support becomes future resistance. Perhaps we get filled here. So let's see. Perhaps we'll take a short position from this level and then play the market back down. As long as this level of support holds, most likely not going to break down too far. But if it doesn't hold, and we do see 4-hour candles close below that level, we could see it as low as 73 cents again, which would be a significant dump in the market, obviously. So we'll keep an eye on that. Well, that would be an amazing short. I would love to take that short position. So that's pretty much it for the market update today. So we'll keep a very close eye on these markets, see if we can take any positions. But for now, be patient. Don't rush into the market. Sometimes no position is a position. Yesterday was extremely volatile, and the last couple of days have been extremely volatile. So we don't want to be caught on the wrong side of the market. We have to be patient now, wait for it to confirm either above or below our liquidity zones. And I have enough volume behind it. We need to see volume, and then we enter some positions. Okay. So keep an eye on the Telegram channel. I'll see you guys later and enjoy the rest of your day. Remember to trade safe. Cheers for now. Bye bye.